Hey, I have a hair here on my nose. So, when we walk to our mailbox, or we get our mail, and we pick up this Visa, American Express, or I don't know, what's the other one? Visa or MasterCard. What is the feeling that you have when you pick up this statement? Hatred. You just pick up this card, this credit card statement, and you just go, oh my God, oh heck, right? So, but when we have this in our hands, right, I'm going to hide the company here. When we have this in our hands, we don't think like that, right? We go to one store, another store, and we buy. However, when we get that feeling of fear is the worst one when we go and pick up this statement, this credit card statement. And that's where it starts. That's where the energy, the negative energy begins, is when we go to that mailbox and we have this credit card statement in our hand. And that is bad energy to begin with. And you know, we don't pay attention to these things and we say, oh, well, you know, this is kind of hocus pocus, but it's not. It is not. We go to our mailbox, we see this credit card statement, and what do you think when you see that? How powerful is the feeling that you feel when you have this statement in your hand? Now, don't tell me that you have a big smile and you're just picking that and picking this credit card statement, and you say, oh, but this is my favorite magazine, you know, oh, it's Catster. I love Catster. Oh, that's my... No. We pick this up and we just feel like crap. We're thinking, oh my gosh, you know, I'm going to open this. I'm going to see the amount. I'm going to see that I went over my balance. I'm going to see basically that I have roofed up my credit card. So, what do we do about that? What do we do about these things, right? When we get the statement in the mail. Well, here's a little tip for you, okay? You're going to get this statement and you're going to say, I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you. And I'm going to give you another tip that you may think, oh, this is so ridiculous. What a ridiculous tip. It's not ridiculous. You're going to take your credit card, okay? You're going to go in your kitchen and you're going to wash it with soap and water. You're going to cleanse that, because each time you have that in your hand, you don't have a very good conversation in your head. When you have that in your hand, unless you're spending with it, you don't have a very good conversation. So, what do we do with these statements? Well, you know, I used to tear them and trash them in a trash can because I couldn't pay them, because I was debt loaded. So I didn't want to see that. I would pick up my credit card statement and it would just make me feel so crappy, fearful, you know, not shame, but disappointed, and say, oh my gosh, you know, I'll never get out of that. And these interests that keeps on adding up and adding up and adding up. We have a really bad relationship with that, and that's really normal. But the problem with it is when you see it and you feel it, you're afraid of it. So the first thing that needs to be lifted is this feeling of fear. The feeling of fear is so powerful that you have no idea how much of that we can project, okay? It comes out like a loaded gun. And each time we hold that, that's how we feel. We just like, you know, we say, I cannot see this statement, okay? Here, I'm just going to pitch it somewhere and transform that. Well, how do I transform that? I'm pretty sure that's what you're wondering right now, and say, well, how do I change that? You take a choice to change that. That's what I did. You make a choice, and that's what all the people that are very successful do. We make a decision. We just choose. You choose. You choose, first of all, to lift that fear, and how to lift it is when you have that in your hand, you're going to say, I'm not afraid of you, okay? I'm not afraid of you. And you should not. Yeah, you may be overloaded with debts today, but I was, okay, overloaded. But this is something you're afraid of. Thank you for your hearts. This is so sweet. Louise loves you. I love you very much. Thank you. That's touching me. But to come back to this, because this is really, it's a hot potato. It's a hot topic. I will not repeat it enough. You go in the kitchen, okay, you go in the kitchen, you're going to wash your credit cards, okay? Why? This is so ridiculous, Louise, you know? No, because you know how many people touch that? Okay, you touch that, then you give it to somebody, we give it to people to pay. Who do you think is touching your card? People that don't feel good, people that are afraid of, they have money issues, they have relationship issues. This is loaded with bad energy, okay? You will agree, I'm sure you will agree with me. Doesn't that make sense? This is loaded. It's just not loaded of money. I mean, you know, this is, you know, being loaded of money, this credit card, it's only an outcome, you know, of an action that we took, okay? It's the cause, right? The cause. It's full because we have this in our hands. And, you know, it's very tempting. So, you know, let's just stop blaming and feeling ashamed and all that. And, hey, we're women and we like to spend. However, at some point we have to wake up and say, whoa, this is, okay, this is bad karma. So that's what I did. I started washing my credit cards. And trust me, when you're going to get underneath that faucet and you're going to wash that credit card, you're going to feel good. And I can't explain it. There's no hard science behind that. But you will feel good, okay? Here. Yes. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. The first time I did that, I just did that by intuition because, you know, nobody's going to tell you to do that except me, right? Crazy Louise. And I thought, you know, man, I'm going to wash that thing. And I did, and I washed it, and I said, whoa, what a feeling. First time I felt good about that thing. And if you guys are into sage and, you know, incense, I respect those who are not, but I'm very much into sage. So I saged the darn thing. I washed it, and I saged it. So, and then, you know what? Just tell it. I'm not afraid of you. And when you wash that thing, you know, it's a cleansing. It's a purification when you wash it, right? Hey, hi, Solicito. Welcome today. I'm glad you're here. When we wash that thing, it's like washing our crystals, right? All my golden nuggets, my beautiful angels. On my Facebook, you know that it's true. Whoever is into crystals, you know that if we wash them, we cleanse them. So what about this? Oh, no, because it's plastic? You're kidding, right? Go and wash your credit cards. Wash them once a week, but wash them. And don't forget, when you get that statement in your hand, the first thought is, I'm not afraid of you, because it scares us. Right? I mean, we're not scared because we're going to run away from it. It's this feeling of fear that lies behind that. Can you imagine? We're like that when we hold it. Oh, well, good Lord, right? Talk about the law of attraction, which I will debunk pretty soon for you girls, okay? Because law of attraction, I mean, just very, very quickly here, it has so much myth attached to it, right? It sounds like some kind of a magic, you know, a magic, magic bottle. The genie does not come out of the bottle while we are seated on our sofa in the living room, okay? So today, so the sister, I'm talking about credit cards today. If you look at the title of my video, you'll see that. So what I'm saying very quickly to resume, okay, to resume for you, my sweet girl. When we get our statement, when you get statements of credit card, right? When we pick up that, when we pick it in our hand, we have a feeling of fear that is saying, oh my God, you know, oh, here's the Visa. Oh my gosh, you know, here's the MasterCard. Oh my gosh, you know, here's my American Express. Oh my gosh, you know, here's all of them. And when we hold that in our hand, you know, the first energy that we channel over there is fear. So we live the fear. How do we live the fear? You're going to think, I'm not afraid of you, pal. I am not afraid of you. And you go and wash your credit cards. And as I said, you know, with Kim, I was sharing with Kim, yeah, it may sound hocus pocus, but whatever one of you here that are cleansing their crystals and that are using sage, and you go to the sweat lodge and you do meditation and you believe in, you know, some metaphysical, you believe that everything is energy. This is energy. This is energy, my girls. This is energy. And you will agree with me. Not only it's energy, this thing is touched by all kinds of people. When we hand our card, do we hand this card often enough? Oh, yeah, we do. Your debit card, your credit card, it's touched by people that negative energy, don't feel good, are upset, they're anger, they're victim of violence, they're abused, and you know what? We just hold that in our hand, and on top of it, you know what we do? We say, oh my God, I hate it. So you know what we do? We empower it. We empower it with disappointment, fear that we will not get out of that. And you know what? That's what happens. Because we reinforce that. We reinforce that. It's fear, and it's like reinforcing that, oh, I'm so trapped. You're not trapped. I repeat, you are not trapped. You must say, yeah, but Louise, you know, I bet, you know, your credit cards are all paid. And man, if you knew, I mean, they're paid now, but I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why later, okay? I found a Mr. Wonderful. This is so important, not because he's going to provide everything for you. But you know what? You have to have Mr. Wonderful that has a sense of finance, right? Okay, good. If you don't have a partner that you're equal with, think about that. We'll talk about that another day. But again, and I don't want to drive crazy with that, but you know I'm right? Go and wash your credit cards once a week. I'm not afraid of you. Sage it. Put it in a place like if you have a shrine or something, you know, if you have a sacred space, if you want to put a crystal on it, do that once a week. And of course, do not imagine that, oh, how is it going to be paid, right? Oh yeah, I'm going to wash it, I'm going to put a crystal, and, you know, I'm going to go and see a shaman and just ask him, you know, to do some incantation on it. No. Opportunity will come to you. You're going to have, it's not quite inspiration, but solutions will come. You will have unexpected circumstances that will be presented to you. You're also going to have ideas. You're going to have insights to solve that. And if you keep your focus, if you keep on track, and you take actions on these opportunities that will come to you as a result of what I just taught, what I just said, because whether or not, whether or not, you will attract energy. You will attract a response to that, because you're putting something outside that is very powerful. And stop being afraid when you get these things, okay? And don't say, well, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. You know, guys, affirmations, there's so much to it, okay? That is something I will debunk at some point, okay? I will come and do a teaching on that. And you will really understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying, no, affirmation is not good. I will tell you why that it is, but there are a lot of work. But anyway, another day. The energy you're going to put in that is going to go out, okay? When you're going to get that, you're going to be really affirmative. And when you're going to wash it and place it, whatever you want, and sage it, you're going to say, you there? You little piece of plastic? I'm not afraid of you. You have no control on my destiny. You have no power over my capacity to have money and wealth. You have no power over all that. It's important that you say these things. That's a form of affirmation you're going to say. You're going to say, well, you just said an affirmation. I did more than that. I did an affirmation. I did an action, right? I washed it. I did a lot of interaction. If you say an affirmation and you don't have an interaction, okay? It's like something's missing here. We have an action, we have an interaction. Each time you get your statement, you're going to say that. I'm not afraid of you. Write it on the envelope. And you know what? You will have opportunities coming to you. You will have circumstances that will unfold for you. You will have all kinds of things, okay? It can be a raise. It can be a new job that you will get and you'll make more money. It can be even a shift in your mind of how you approach that. Of course, there will be a shift in your mind because now you're going to start having an interaction with that. You get it? That's how you take control of that. It's not like, I don't have any money. I don't make enough money. Oh, I have to feed my kids, and my husband. And we'll talk about the husband pretty soon. Okay, that's another topic I want to bring in. Husbands are wonderful. Okay, I have a Mr. Wonderful. Don't worry about that. Your husband won't be upset, but it is your existence. It is your experience. It is your brain. It is your feeling. It is your heart. It is how you feel every day. So yes, you're married, yes, you have kids, but don't forget that it's all about you, okay? It's not a self-aggrandizement experience. That's not what it is. You're taking charge, you're taking responsibility. You're creating your own environment. You have to do that, right? We create our environment. Oh, is that true, Lulu? Absolutely, it is. So, okay? You do that for a month. You do that as long as you have that thing and it has, you feel that I'm having problems with that. I'm having problems with the other one too. Okay? So, these are my thoughts for today. That's going to make you think, right? Think about it. I promise you, it's going to work. Don't forget, to listen to music. Guys, we lose that. We lose this little girl inside, this little fun, little fairy loving, darling little girl that we have. We have that. It's still there. Play. That is so important because you know what? When you're afraid, you scare her. You scare this little girl inside of you. And she becomes, like your little girl outside. Everybody's scared, and the worst thing is to have our little girl that is afraid, that feels unstable, that feels insecure inside of us, that is just kind of hanging on to our heart and say, oh my gosh, I'm afraid. So I know you'll take care of that. Please, you all have an iPhone, you have a Samsung, you have a smartphone. Put some music in there, right? The music that you like. Put these things when you do your cleaning, when you clean your house. Put these earplugs in your ear and listen to the music that you like. It can be rock, it can be, as long as when you hear it, it charges you with energy. Okay, so I'm going to leave you on this with a little bit of music. Is it going to play? I don't know. Oh, the bad music. It is not playing. Don't you hate that? When you record and something's supposed to happen and it doesn't happen. I mean, oh heck. Come on now. Oh, you, okay. Well, you know, I'm sorry guys. I want to teach. Oh, it's coming out. You see what it does? Don't you feel goody-woody already? Huh? Huh? Even if you have all these issues, all these problems, you have to increase your energy. I need your love. You got that hold on me. You. As long as I got your love, I will never leave. No. Oh, when I wanted you to share my life, it's been you. Uma. I love you, my girls. Yeah, thank. Yeah, thank. I do too. Okay? I'm gonna lead you there. I will. It's been you, my golden nugget, right down the line. I love you, girls. Ciao. I'll see you tomorrow. Bless you. Bless you for the love of God. Bless you all.